Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is Joseph Guinn, aka Overseer, with my main man right here, Blessed Child 100, straight from that third ward. Hey, look here, man, God is so good. We just wanted to get some things. We was gonna do this thing. We was gonna ride. It was gonna be called Chop and Ride, but man, we wanted to stand right here in front of the George Floyd mirror, man, and just really just kind of just tell you some things about us as people, man. Some of the things that we need to do. We need to be more, when we say black power, one of the things is it's not only black power, but Black Lives Matter as well. But one of the things that we need to really look at and that we need to really truly understand is that when we are out here promoting and people are doing music, it don't matter whether you're from the north side or whether you're from the south side. We also support one another, and especially if you're on someone's album, no matter who album that you're on, but for a person to ask you, support them. I mean, it's not even about you trying to help them sell, but just support the video. If it's a video, whether, they got anything that's on CD, just put it up there. Ain't nobody telling you to do it every day or all day. Just place it one time. Share their page, man, because you got to remember, you're a part of the history or whatever that person is doing. Why we gotta wait till a person blow up in order to do this here and do that, man? But tell the people, man, some of the experience of what you done been through.
Man, my name Blessed Child 100 God, man. DJ Bless So Hood DJ. One thing I know as coming from the community, being black, we gotta do better with supporting one another. Sometimes we don't support each other like we should. If you're on an album with somebody, support it, man. If you got a business, it's like you got salt, that person got pepper. Come together, man. You got to keep the money flowing in the community, man. That's why we're amongst each other. And I feel like we'll go buy Jordans, we'll go buy, Adidas, and we'll buy all these name brands. And then somebody got a brand themselves and try to present it to you, and it's nice. And a lot of people lack support, man. So we just even with buying an album, man, put an album out there, tell everybody, man, go support it, man, go buy it. And a lot of times you don't get the support as you should, but I learned that, it helps me to make me want to support people even more. So, any given day, I see somebody with a vision, help that person get to their next level, we help each other. Some people get to their next level, they forget about, the person that helped them along the way. So you're always giving the person an opportunity, and support don't always have to be money. Sometimes it can be sharing just a video. You see what a person doing, just acknowledging, man, sometimes people just, got the crab and bucket mentality, like Joe Guinn say, how do you kill the crab and bucket mentality? You flip the bucket, you kick the bucket over and let all the crabs out. So
that's the only way.
That's the only way. So it's like, man, we trying to pull each other up. You know what I'm saying? So you got, how can we pull each other up if we not locking on to each other, especially as black people, man, and supporting one another, man. And that's what I see, man. If I got a big heart for the people, man. If I had $1 million, man, people ask me what I would do with it. Man, I would support people that, man, that want it, people that's trying to do something, invest, help the next person. Man, don't leave your brother, man, by the side, man, your sister. Support they hair grease, support they business salon, barbershop.
Whatever vision that you
man.
see that's out, man. I'm talking about from T-shirts, from shoes to hair grease to CDs to tapes, whatever that you see someone's doing. If you can't support them financially, at least share their page. I bought some soap that was made by an all black company, but I'm not gonna just sit back and say just support all black. Let's support everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get out of that the stereotype that we're always saying black this and black that. Well, one of the things about us as people is that we got to push ourselves forward. No matter what the situation look like, let's help one another, man. Let's support one another. And it seems like the only time we come together is only when there's an incident. My prayers go out to all the families that's been, by police brutality or whatever the situation might have came out to be. Because these things that's happening shouldn't happen. For whatever reason, whether it's a lack of training on the police officers end, or they just not getting the proper people that they should get out. Sometimes the people, they go through mental situations, whether it's through the mind, and these are things that need to truly change. But we as people, we should be able to support one another. Like right now, we got the situation with Third Ward and South Park, man, against one another, and we all on the South Side. So why is it that we are fighting amongst one another? Either one of us don't own no property. If you look right now, this is Third Ward, Riverside Hospital. Look at how things are being condemned, man, and you got so much stuff that's coming around, but here it is, we live here. So why get to a point to start tearing up our own place, man? And I understand, we all hurt, we get upset, and the first thing we want to do, we want to break in buildings, take stuff and all this shit, but why do stuff in your own neighborhood? Because every time you do something in your own neighborhood, what you fail to realize is that what happened if it was your family that actually owned a building, and all of a sudden everybody that break into your mom's or pop's store and they tear everything up. You're not realizing, man, this man works hard. He got a family. This man, he promotes everybody, but he don't get the same in return. And I can't get mad, and he don't get mad, but it's just a fact is that how can we all say, one thing, you don't want to support me, but you quick to send me your stuff to say to support you. And what we fail to realize as people, man, is that we all trying to get on to another different level and a different platform. All it takes is for one of us to make it that we can bear to say, okay, let me let this other person on because they helped me in the process again to where I'm at. Nobody don't do it by themselves. It's somebody had to help you get to where you at. And I think sometimes we get beside ourselves. We feel like we're better than somebody else because our name might be a little bit more known in Houston than somewhere else. But we gotta be, man, we gotta remember, the quicker you go up, the quicker you can come down. Yep. And so one thing I can say that this man been putting in work for a long time, and I can say that his heart is genuine. He got love for everybody. You'll see him supporting. This man is one of the few people that I know that got a payphone that you can pick up in Third Ward to hear his song. A lot of us don't have that. So that's a blessing right there. That's history in the making. Here it is. I was blessed in 1994. Me and a dude named Maurice. Y'all might know him by Stu Baby.
Stu Baby.
You know what I'm saying? And this young man was with me in the process of being on Showtime at the Apollo. We was the only dance group out of South Park to ever make it. To make it to the Apollo. And they say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. But our main concern and our main goal in life, man, is that we got to do better than what we're doing. We scared to say certain things because we're afraid what people might say and who they talking about and this and that. And if it offend you, then evidently you must be the one we're talking about. Because one thing about it, if you got a lot of people, man, that's out here that's trying to do this and trying to do that, support them. Like you say, if you can't support them, share their page. It don't cost nothing. All you got to do is click, hit share, and say, hey, support my brother. Right. Support his vision, And I'm thankful for everything that God is doing, not only in my life, but in everybody's life in Houston. But I can say, man, this guy right here have a heart. He have a thing that he do every year called Meet Me in the Field. And where he have everybody to come out. He supply his own money. He buy all the food for everybody in Third Ward. And it's like, he can't even get people to even share the page. And it's crazy. Here it is. He giving away free food. Playing music, using up his electricity. And not one person won't even give him a dime to say, hey, man, you need me to bring us a case of water. But we ain't got no problem going by bill. We ain't got no problem doing everything, buying big dookie rope chains and all this here. But we got an issue when this man is doing something positive. So we got to do things a lot different, man. And I just pray, man, that Third Ward and South Park, man, come together, man, and that we squash this beef of what's going on. And like I say, it's a trip because we should have never be like this. How you gonna have two different people from the South Side in the same area, not that far, got beef with one another? We shouldn't have no beef with nobody, man. All these gangs. Man, let's put all this stuff to the side. Man, let's make some changes in our end so that we can do things a lot different, man, because people are watching us. These young people are watching us, and we shouldn't get to a point to where The only way we're gonna get hurt is if we die. You know, and I hated that, man, that George, Sandra Bland, each and every person, man, that went through what they went through, that it had to happen to them, you know. And then I keep their family lifted up in prayer. But, you know, like I say, man, me and Bless gonna keep doing what we gotta do. Man, I want to make a shout out to Dre OG. Right. I want to make a shout out to J Dab. To Educator. Jay Speaks. What's Quincy? Quinn.
Yeah,
Urgency. Man, every rap artist, whether you're doing a gospel, whether you're doing a circular, man, hey, I just want to make a shout out to all y'all. I don't know everybody's name, and I ain't gonna sit here and try to go all the way down the list, but I just want to tell y'all, man, look, man, love y'all, man, to the fullest. But let's support each other, man, better than what we're doing. Shout out to Billy Cook. You know, man, and K Reno, SPC, Coalition, man, Murder One. All y'all, man, look, we got to do better than what we're doing, man. Let's start supporting one another. Do you know, my boy said something earlier. He said, man, if we all shared each other's page just 10 times, if each person would share somebody's page 10 times, that's 1 million views, man. Yeah. If we all, just from the people that we know.
Yeah.
That's 1 million views, man. And so, man, just because you got to think about it, there's so many different ways to get paid. You know, whether it's through the music, whether it's even through your YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? You get so many YouTube hits, that person still get paid. You're able to help that person that they can help somebody else. And so, man, we got to push each other. How is it that we got over so many millions of people in Houston and we can't even get 1,000 views, man, because of all the hate and people not wanting to try to help one another? Man, if you can watch people just driving by, just watching, just trying to figure out what we're doing over here on this corner, you know, man, like I say, it's a blessing, you know, and I thank God for everything, man. But I don't want to take up too much time. Flesh, you got anything else you want to tell them?
No big eyes, no little U's. We all somebody. So we got to come together. And look, I had this vision. It's a long story. I ain't going to put it out there. But on the music business, I really feel that this process will really work. And all this started off it's just like the stock market. If you see somebody that got talent, and you say you got people that got money in the room, and they can get a share, we buying shares to each other. That's basically what I'm saying is, if we start supporting, it's just like stock market. Ain't nobody lose. You know what I'm saying? It can go up, it can go down. But it's like this. You got to remember, man, that when you start from the bottom, sometimes somebody got to give you that push. And I want to shout out to Minister Joe Guinn for showing love, shining the light. You know, everybody that I ever worked with. You know, I want to thank y'all. Whether you share my video or not, I still love you. If you got something going on, I'm going to share yours, and I'm going to do the best I can do to support it. So that's what I got to say, hey, man. And for all the violence that's going on in the world, hey, man, we got to come together. We got to love each other, man. You know, we got family. You know, we trying to make it. Everybody trying to make it. And it hurts my heart to see the police killing us, to see each other kill one another. That's a sad thing. So we got to stay prayed up in our time and start showing more love. Let's start spreading the truth. You know what I'm saying? What is the truth? The truth is love. God is love. So we God-fearing, we God's children. So let's stay coherent and stay focused. And don't fall by the wayside. And y'all have a blessed day.
Already, man. Much love to each and every person, man. I want to make a shout out, man, like I said, to all the neighborhoods in South Park, all the neighborhoods and the communities in 3rd Ward. Man, we got to do better than what we're doing. I'm telling you, you know, life is real short. You know, and like I say, we constantly say Black Lives Matter, but when Black Lives Matters, when we as black people stop hating and stop killing one another, it's almost like, man, we have gotten to a point to where we got so much hate towards ourselves. You don't need police officers to kill us because we're killing ourselves every day. Man, how do we get to a point to get that angry because you got a misunderstanding with another brother of yours or another sister to where you truly want to cause them harm or death? But you know, that's still somebody's child, that's still somebody's uncle, that's somebody's brother, you know, and man, we just got to do better, man. So we're going to say Black Lives Matter, man. Let's make it, first of all, let's make it matter with us so that we'll stop killing one another that we'll have a foot to stand on. We can't stand on something, man, if we only come out only when there's somebody of a different race killing us. So, man, let's stop killing ourselves first before we start really blasting everybody else, man. And life is short, man. You know, we used to say, gone today, what was that? Here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah, one day you here, next day you gone.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, man, you know, today is not over and tomorrow is not promised. That's right. What I tell everybody. And man, let me tell you this here. This is something that God gave me yesterday. You notice that we got two eyes, but you only see one vision.
Wow.
Check that out.
Wow.
You got two eyes, but you only see one vision. I don't care if you close your eye, that's still going to be a tree right there. You close that eye, that's still going to be a tree. You open up both eyes, that's still going to be just that one tree. And the reason why is because God is not going to allow you to see two things at the same time. He allow you to focus on one thing. So focus on what you can do. Don't worry about what everybody else ain't doing. And when we say this here, we're not saying it out of hate or dislike, because we know everybody not going to think the same way we think, and everybody not going to agree to this here, which we fine and dandy with, you know. But I'm going to tell you this here, I love y'all all. And if you send me something to support, I'm going to support you regardless, whether you support me or not. Or like Bless said on his end, whether you support him or not, whether you share his page, he's still going to support you. That's just the type of brothers we are. You got to remember, ain't too many last kings left. Find out who you are. God bless.
Lord made.